Good whatever time of the day it is for you. We are going to go over the PVC with a purpose warm up today. Please make sure that it doesn't matter what workout you're doing, you are warming up, or she will get after you.
Or you might get hurt. But yeah, like Dominic said, this is called PVC with purpose. So anytime one of our workouts calls for this warm up, refer back to this video because we're going to go over the movements in depth and clearly so you can understand them. I'm Colleen, this is Dominic.
I'm Dominic. I was just thinking about that, like, oh, we should probably tell them who we are.
Yep. Okay, so to start us off, it might be cold in your garage or wherever you're at, so we're actually going to set this PVC pipe down, and you've got 50 jumping jacks. Remember, this
Set
is
down your custom-made Mallard PVC pipe.
This is a warm-up, so we're not trying to move fast, we're just trying to move well and start to get our heart rate up. For your jumping jacks, go out to the side, touch your hands overhead. If you can't do the jumping, 50, you can just step and alternate sides. Both are great options.
Am I doing 50?
I don't want to do 50 right now. But yes, we will.
Okay, here we go. How many did I do already? Can you count for me too?
8, 9, 10, 11.
She travels a lot with her jumping jacks. It's going backwards, forwards.
If you need to stop at 25 and grab a drink of water, feel
Don't
free to do
that.
so.
Just keep going through your 50.
I lost count. It's probably like 40. 41, 42, 43.
It's a lot.
7, 8, 49, 50. Okay, this next set of movements with your PVC pipe, you've got 10 reps of each, making sure you keep your arms locked out the entire time. So a nice wide grip here. A good rule of thumb is if you can raise both legs without bending your arms, that's about where your hand should be.
Oh yeah, she's running out of breath. Those 50 got her. With these, you are going to start wide on them like she was saying. We're going to pass through to make sure we get it all the way down to our lower back. Make sure your arms stay locked out during this. And as you're doing these, shrug your shoulders at the top and then work on bringing your grip in a little bit to get a little bit of a better stretch. What we don't want though is we don't want you going too narrow where you actually have to bend your elbows. We want to keep our arms locked out.
Yep, but then from forward, touch your belly button, and then behind, all the way back. Full range of motion here.
And you're doing 10 of each of these. So we're going to do 10 dislocates.
And we've got 10 around the world. So you're going to actually do 10 each direction, keeping arms locked out like you'll see Dominic is doing. He goes behind, touches the bottom of his back, and around to the front. So full range of motion, nice and controlled.
You'll notice her arms are staying locked out through this movement. And the PVC pipe is getting nice in the lower back.
Once you've got 10 in one direction, you will switch, swing, and go the opposite. Doesn't matter which arm you start with or which direction.
I do really like these.
Me too.
These are good.
Okay, once you've got 10 here, you're going to do 10 strict press. With the PVC, these might feel kind of silly, but we want our nice strong front rack position. Elbows are up. With our strict press, feet are in line with our hips. We are squeezing our quads, our glutes, and our core. We are only using our shoulders, and we are just pressing that PVC up and overhead.
So am I doing it like this?
You are not. That bar path or the PVC path should be straight. So from the side, you'll notice Dominic moves his head out of the way as he presses that barbell up, and then his head is through at the top. Will you freeze at the top? From here, goal is that your wrists, shoulders, hips, and heels are all stacked together, nice and strong. So nice and controlled. These aren't for speed, but you've got 10 strict presses. After the strict press, you will bring it, what? You can unfreeze, Simon says. Bring it back down here, and you are going to widen your grip just a little bit. BTN stands for behind the neck. So same pressing.
I just learned that today, just like you guys. I didn't know that.
There you go. Same pressing motion, so nice strong base here, heels on the ground, and then we're just going to press, walk it out overhead. Ladies, your ponytail might get in the way a little bit.
Gentlemen, your ponytails might get in the way a little bit.
If you have a mullet, it might get in the way a little bit. A hat, a beanie. Okay, after this, leaving that PVC pipe on your back, Dominic, what's the trunk twist?
Trunk twist. We are twisting at our trunk. Say that. How do we make this a longer thing?
We're just going to start with it.
No, I want to think about, what is it? This tubular trunk twist with our fantastical tube.
So 2 ways you can hold your hands like Dominic is, just nice and relaxed, or you can hold the PVC pipe, doesn't really matter. But goal is that you're just shifting your weight and rotating, getting a nice little spinal twist here. So again, it's 10, so 1, 2, 3, 5 each side. This nice little trunk twist. Next we've got good mornings. This will fire up your hamstrings and they will say good morning to you, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day.
Or good night.
Or good night. Bring your hands in a little grip, get a fuller grip on your PVC pipe, and you're just going to hinge at your hips. If you're like me and your hamstrings are really tight, you might have to have a slight bend in your knees, but make sure we're not rounding at our back as we're lowering. Our chest is staying tall, our shoulders are engaged, and we are hinging at your hips, engaging those hamstrings.
Yes, and down here you should feel that stretch in your hamstrings. If you want to, you can hold these at the bottom for a second before coming back up.
Yeah. Just be really mindful that we're not over-exaggerating. The second you feel your hamstrings start to stand up. If your hamstrings are tight, one day you might not be able to get very far, or if they're really loose, you might be able to get down a little bit lower.
Or if your name's Jamie at her gym, touches her head on the ground.
Good for her. Okay, next thing, the leg swings. These are going to be on each side, so the PVC will be on your right side or your left side of the body. You're going to leg swing front to back. With your range of motion, starting nice and slow, and then by that 10th leg swing, you should be kicking all the way back and all the way up. But don't start with that full range of motion. Again, we're just warming up. So you got 10 on your right, switch it over, start small, slowly get bigger. Dang it, we're not in sync anymore.
Oh, there we go. It matters.
Once you've got 10 leg swings front to back, you're going to go 10 leg swings across your body. So think about opening up your hip the opposite way. So PVC is directly out in front, and then you are swinging across. Same
Bet
spiel.
this looks cool in
It does.
sync.
Yep, but start small and then slowly, big range of motion. Okay, switch sides, assuming we did 10. Don't kick someone next to you.
Social distancing. Oh, this feels good.
Okay, last thing with the PVC, what is it? PVC lunge.
Oh, that's right. I had to think about this for a second. So, I guess I'm telling you what we're doing now. We're gonna get down to a nice lunge here. What I want you to make sure you're doing is your knee is over your heel. So I don't want your knee way out in front, and I don't want your foot like this. Knees over your heel. If you need to push that other leg back to get a little bit more of a stretch in your hip, you're gonna flex your glutes, flex your butt, and push your hip forward. With whatever knees out front, you're gonna have that hand holding the PVC pipe. You're also gonna be reaching up high while we're pushing our hips forward, and you're gonna lean down. So you should be getting a stretch in your hips, also a stretch in your shoulder. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. This works a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you feel it here, just everywhere.
And if you're not feeling your hips, again, push that other foot further back, get a little bit lower. If you're not feeling it here, reach up higher and really lean forward on that shoulder. So, once you're done with the first 30, we're going to switch sides. Again, whatever knee is forward, that hand's gonna be up with the PVC pipe reaching up high. Push that back leg back. Your laces should be on the ground. And we're gonna lean forwards, flex those glutes, flex that butt, and lean forward.
Yep, so when I do this, I like to kind of get everything set on my bottom half and then reach my arm up and come through. I don't feel as balanced with my arm up, so I'll get set and then reach through.
I like that too. Honestly, this feels really good.
Okay, we're gonna pretend that's 30 seconds each side, and then we're gonna end with 50 more jumping jacks.
I love these PVC. This is the first time I've actually used one of these new ones with the little logo. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty dope.
All right, 50 jumping jacks. Are we doing all 50?
Yes, we are doing all 50 for our members.
12, 13.
If you would like to add a little bit of a twist, in direction, go the other way. It's not that cool.
No, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
40.
If your kids are in elementary school, have them count for you.
That's
Their
right.
numbers.
There you go. I'm not
Um,
counting anymore.
for 9:50. Okay, so heart rate should be warmed. We've got our shoulders warmed up. Again, this is PVC with purpose. So if you see this in the workout, this is the warm up that you will be doing.
I feel good. You guys should feel good too. Have a excellent workout.